Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to install one of these sunroof visors. For this job, all you're going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver, and extra pair of hands will also make this install a lot faster. Alright, with this visor you're going to get a clip, a Phillips screw, and a nut. So what happens is your Phillips also washer is going to go inserted here. That's the top end, and we will have the clip coming here. And this will clip on into the car, and I'll show you just a moment. And then you're going to take your nut and you're just going to screw it on and tighten it up. And this is where the extra pair of hands would be very handy, just to be able to have someone to screw this on while they're holding this Phillips screwdriver. Alright, and now let's go move on to the car. First things first, we're gonna open up the sunroof. The car's a little dirty today because we had a big snowstorm. Alright, put that in. And up here is the sunroof, so we'll open that up. And there it is. Alright, so here we are on top of the roof here for the car, and where this clip is going to hook is under here. It's going to hook onto this piece of body work, so you're going to need to push this down and be able to hook this clip under and be able to screw it on. Alright, when aligning this sunroof, it's pretty much just going to go around this body edge of the sunroof here. So align with this rubber piece just along here, and it looks like actually that there's a spacing on each side, so just make it sure it's equal. It's not complicated to readjust after when you have your clips in. So let's get this clipped in then. Alright, so we're going to start on the driver's side, and I feel like my hands are going to be in the way, so I'll try my best to keep them out. I'll also do both sides so that it'll just make it easier for you to review. So I put the Phillips screw in with the washer on the top. Now we push this down. You can actually see here where it's previously installed. You can see the rust there. So that clip is just going to hook up into here. And we are going to put that Phillips screw in there. Alright, and then you would have your second person come in with their nuts to be able to screw this in, because it's a little tough. Looks like it's holding there. Make sure it's clipped in. And as it gets tighter, you might want to grab your Phillips screwdriver. Yeah, that's making it a lot easier. All right, there we go. That is clipped on. I'm sorry, get my arm out of the way. There it is. There is a clipped on. All right, let's go on the other side. All right, welcome to the passenger side. We're going to try a different method just to see if it works better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Phillips screw in, I'm going to put this clip in, and I'm going to tighten the nut onto this clip. before we put the clip in. So now we have more space to work around with, because this bar right here, it's a little hard to work around with. All right, so we got that in. And again, I have it marked where the rust is, where the wear and tear is there. So I will put the clip there. All right. Need to unscrew a little bit of that nut, and there we are, we're clipped in and the nut's on, so we'll just screw it back in, get it tight so to make sure it doesn't fall off. All right, and there we are. And again, I'll just pull this down just for you to see, and there you are. It's a little difficult to make sure that it's all aligned, but I'm sure you guys can figure this out just by visually looking at it. So I'm honestly quite happy where it sits, so I'm gonna tighten it up. All right, and now it's time to tighten it up. So just gonna grab on this nut and tighten it down with this screwdriver. It's a lot easier. That's it feels snug. That's how it feels snug too. And when we pull on it, shake it, it's pretty snug on there. So quite happy with that. All right, let's see when this glass sunroof is closed. Go ahead and flick the switch. And look at that. You can see that the bottoms of the Phillips screws, they have enough clearance so they won't damage this glass sunroof, which is awesome. So that's how you install the sunroof visor. I'm just going to go over the pros and cons of this. The pro, I've had this since I've gotten this car, and it's awesome in the spring and the summertime when you have your sunroof open. The wind just flies over the sunroof and you don't get that wind noise in your cab of your vehicle. So that's awesome. I usually take the sunroof off during the winter because I don't use the sunroof. I don't have it open in the winter. So there's no point in having this on top of my vehicle. I just would rather not have it get damaged or anything in the wintertime. Some cons. It is not anti-theft proof, which I'm surprised because this is a Toyota product. I did not buy this. I've had this since I purchased this vehicle. It was already on here when I bought it. And it is a Toyota made, and the problem is that it can be stolen. All you need to do is get a Phillips screwdriver, and you have access to the nuts under here. And see on that side, you have access to the nuts on the bottom, so you can take this. The only thing that you can't steal are the clips, as they are locked by the sunroof, unless if the sunroof is open. So that's a major con. If you're in the winter and you have this, it's a pain in the butt to clear the snow from under this visor. And the last con I have is when it rains, water tends to pool down into here, and then you'll hear this like noise, this watery gurgle noise when you're driving super fast, because there's some air that comes around and gets under here, but most of the air just travels over here, and so there's a pool of water that just sits under here. So if you have a leaky sunroof, this is probably not a good option.